guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my March TBR, and if you watched my last video, I basically did a bookshelf organization where I put my immediate TBR onto this shelf right here. So that's why we are over here for today's video. And so the books on this shelf are the ones that I primarily would like to choose and read this month. So I will link that video. You can go watch it if you want to see like more in depth what all the books on here are and how I decided what to put on here. But like always, I'm still going to be choosing challenges out of my TBR jar. So every month I choose challenges out of here that I have accumulated for a long time. There's so many challenges and they are all prompts to help me select my TBR. I have one video, one reading vlog that I for sure am doing this month. So I'm hoping I can fit some of those books into here, but otherwise I have no plans. The first challenge is, okay, a book you DNF'd. I don't know that I've DNF'd any of the books up here. Nothing is coming to mind. Let me look on my Kindle, because a lot of times I will start an ebook and then not finish it. Oh, okay, here's a book. I actually just ordered the paperback on Amazon and I think it is in my mailbox right now. The book is Still Beating, and this is a dark romance. I started this, I think I started reading it in January, but then I had to put it down so that I could start doing my Reading Booktubers Favorite Books video, and I haven't circled back to pick it up, but I have wanted to, and I'm like 90% sure that the paperback is in my mailbox. But like I said, this is a dark romance about two people who are enemies, like they don't like each other. He is her sister's fiance, and then one day they get kidnapped together by this psychotic serial killer whose MO is that he kidnaps people and tortures them and tries to make them fall in love with each other before he kills them. I remember from what I had read of this, like the beginning of this book is so dark and intense. It was a lot, but I do really want to finish it. So that's gonna be my first book. All right, the next challenge is this one. A book with a number in the title. We might have a couple of options for this. We have The Second Rebel, which is a sequel to The First Sister. And then The Five. I feel like I should pick this. So I'm going to be choosing The Five by Hallie Rubenhold. This is a nonfiction book that is about the victims of Jack the Ripper, and it just sounds really interesting to me. Last year, I had asked you guys for nonfiction recommendations that you think that I would like, and this is one that so many people recommended to me, and it's been on my radar ever since then. So that is gonna be the next book. The next challenge, this one, which is a sequel. Okay, this right here is actually the sequels section of the shelf. So these are all like the next book that I have in series that I'm in the middle of. So I could pick literally any of these, but I'm in kind of a romance mood. These are the 4 romances. I think I'm kind of feeling Sophie Lark Mafia series. So this is the 3rd book, I think, in the Brutal Birthright series. I'm loving this series and I'm still trying to make my way through Sophie Lark's books, but I don't want to go too fast because she's still releasing audiobooks for her series and I am listening to all these on audio. So I've been kind of slowly making my way through, like reading one every couple of months. I'm very excited for this one. This one follows Nero, who's I think a very polarizing hero of Sophie Lark's. I've seen people either love him or hate him, and I believe that this is also like a heist book. I could be wrong. Very excited. Mafia, romance. All right, the next challenge is, okay, close your eyes and pick. All right, I'm gonna bring out my Riley cam. I don't know how to prove to you guys that my eyes are closed. You're just gonna have to trust me. Let's go. Okay. The thing is that like I know what all of these books are pretty much. So I don't know. Ooh, I like how this one feels. Okay, I'm choosing this one. What is it? Okay. So this one is War by Laura Thalassa. This is book 2 in her 4 Horsemen series. I read book 1 like 2 weeks ago and I loved it. So I'm very, very excited for this. These are like fantasy post-apocalyptic romances where the 4 horsemen come down to end the world. And I'm very excited for War, mostly because the guy on the cover looks like Khal Drogo and I'm here for those vibes. For the next challenge is this one. A book with a hidden design under the dust jacket. Uh-oh. I don't really know that any of these have that. Found one. Okay. Medusa by Jessie Burton. Under the dust jacket. Look how pretty. And then the back even has another illustration. So this is a Medusa retelling, and I'm very excited for this. I had put this on my like Goodreads TBR back in like 2018 when there was no synopsis, like no cover, no release date. It was literally just called Medusa, and I was like, I need that. And then it like never came out. So I completely forgot that it existed. And then I saw recently someone posted it on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I did not realize it came out. It says, Medusa is a deeply moving story about consent, the abuse of power, beauty and ugliness, and being comfortable in your own skin. And it's illustrated. Oh. It's mostly like a novel, and then there's illustrations throughout. I'm so excited for this. Medusa is like my favorite character of all time, and all I've been wanting in my life is like the perfect Medusa book, and I've just never found it. So hopefully this is it. Okay. Next challenge is this one, which is historical. I don't really know how many of these are historical. This one is, I'm pretty sure, in the Garden of Spite, but I'm saving this for something specific, so we're not gonna pick that. So the book I'm choosing is Once and Future Witches by Alix E. Harrow. So this is like a historical fantasy. It takes place in 1893, but it's like alternate history where witches are real. They were all burned in Salem, and it's following three sisters who I think are coming into this magical power. I don't know much about it, but it sounds really cool. The inside has a quote that says, I am terrified and I am terrible. I am fearful and I am something to be feared. I think it also deals with like the suffragist movement and like women trying to get the right to vote, but then they're also witches. I'm gonna choose one more, and it's going to be this one, which is Cozy Vibes. Okay, I actually know the book that I want to pick because I just got it on Audible. It's called Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree, and the reason why I got this is because I saw on Twitter the author had posted a tweet about the book, and the tagline is a cozy fantasy novel about an orc barbarianess who retires to open a coffee shop. How cute is that? And it's also sapphic. I became so excited for this book before it came out. Like, I feel like my favorite kind of fantasy is just this cozy, low stakes fantasy. Like, I don't really gravitate towards the very intense war kind of fantasy with like battles and politics. Sometimes I like it. Like, all I want from fantasy is just like cozy tavern, cozy village. Like, if you take all of Lord of the Rings but just give me Hobbit shenanigans in the Shire, that's all I want. Something about this book, like the vibes that I get are like if you took D&D, like the D&D characters and world, but put it into Animal Crossing. I don't know, that's the vibes that I get from this book. So here is my March TBR, as well as Legends and Latte and Still Beating. Very mixed bag here. I'm very excited to read all of these. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!